And a bong. We're live. It's the Kent Beck Scrum, and I'm out of breath from having run up and down the stairs to get my water. I'm Sam. We also have Nico, Mariam, Joel, and Ben. Ooh. Ben, you were in first. How are things going with you?
Well, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I've come back from vacation, and there's quite a backlog in a number of different areas, including the things I was trying to work on here. I'm here just because I would like to get a little bit more clarity on what would be the best thing for me to be doing with respect to, I think, both Paranauts and Website One. Yeah.
All right. That's yeah. So that's kind of a sort of a general block and question about future plans. And so we can probably come back to that at the end of the Scrum.
Yes. Right on.
All right. Excellent. Nico, how are things going with you?
Fine. I've been taking a look to our projects thing on Website One. So I think that the next thing that I would like to work on are those things in order to remove Mercury, and we will be able to just remove it from our shame pile.
Yes, and then hopefully remove all the tests that rely on it, and then yes.
Yeah,
totally. So yeah, this is for the project documentation in Website One. Yeah, fantastic. Anything blocking you? Anything else on your mind?
No, not right now. Nope.
All right. Good as Mariam. Hey, Mariam, how are you doing?
Good. I started working on the ticket about notified project creator. The implementing the feature was easy, but the challenging part was in the unit testing about for the controller, because I didn't know that I had also to stop the deliver now method. So, yeah, that was quite difficult. So and I still have to work on the unit test for the model.
But so yeah, so some challenging stuff, but you made progress and you're not blocked, but continuing to work on the same ticket.
Yes. Yeah.
No, well done. Great stuff. We've got a new member. Joel is here. Welcome, Joel. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but you're more than welcome to say hello. We're doing kind of our Scrum. We go around and say what we're on. Is your audio working, Joel?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Hey, good to have you with us. Did you want to tell us what you're interested in, what you're about? I guess you're a programmer. You're kind of interested in doing some more programming stuff.
Yeah, I'm learning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I heard you say I'm learning. I wonder if your audio's coming and going, but yeah. So you're learning. I think did we chat on the Slack already? You said you're learning. Are you like doing computer science at the moment?
Yes, computer science.
Cool. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, and are you looking to get involved in open source projects?
Yes.
Yes. Well, this is definitely the right place. Well, maybe we can chat more at the end of the Scrum about getting you involved in a project.
Okay.
All right. Good stuff. Let's just do me then. I've just been in a pairing session with Brent, working on the Charity Commission API. Lots of RSpec stuff. That we made some good progress there. That was fun. Been investigating the CSS grid model over lunch. Had a great marketing session, with Nico. We have now got, through Nico's awesomeness and a little bit of me doing pressing some buttons, we've got all the static pages on the Website One are now pulled off GitHub. So if you want to change anything on any of the static pages on Website One, that's our Agile Ventures site, you can put a pull request into that repo of Agile Ventures. So that's just totally awesome, and I'm very excited about that. Yeah, the two things. I'm still blocked on the order graders are still not working. I guess I really need to set up SSH access for Armando and sort of ping him and say, help. And gosh, I have made progress on two other things that were kind of being blocked. This is DevOps stuff for Website One. One of which is, I think we found the setting for the coveralls for Website One. There was kind of in one of our protected branches things. Okay. It was still requiring the coveralls thing to pass. So I think now.
That is in the configuration part. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So and that was, and thanks to the coveralls people who did, we went through several cycles of trying to fix things. there with them. So really appreciate that from the coveralls folks and their input on that. But yeah, so now on the website one, pull requests, I think we don't have these extraneous. So if we now look at, for example, one of these pull requests, we should no longer have.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So I think that's definitely a step in the right direction. There is also this issue with Mariam's one here that was getting stuck with semaphore. I spoke to the semaphore folks, and they said there is some kind of strange race condition, and that the best thing that they can suggest is to close it and then wait a while before reopening it. So I'm just going to close that there now, Mariam, and then we'll open it again like in 10 minutes or something and see if that fixes that. Yeah.
Is that a one-time fix, or anytime this happens, that's a possible fix?
I am not sure.
Okay.
I can try. Yeah, I mean, I can share the thing that came to me from the. If I can find it. What are they called? The semaphore here. I will paste into the website one DevOps channel on Slack. Where's it gone? Here it is. Yeah, the full thing that I got from semaphore, and maybe their explanation could conceivably answer that question for you, Ben, but I'm not sure. Yes, I don't know if this is specific to our situation or something that happens to PRs in general, or specifically with semaphore, or what's going on there. But we'll see if it works. So that, I think, brings us to the end of our Scrum, apart from to mention upcoming, we've got the NHS meeting coming up next.
Cool.
I guess, yeah, so outstanding issues from the Scrum include Ben's questions about going forwards. Joel's interested in getting involved in projects. And was there something else? Oh, but for me, just checking in with Ben and Nico about the timing of the website one meeting, which was the other thing that came up from yesterday. I guess in answer to Ben's question, the thing that I had been wanting to talk to you and Nico about was that Marion and I did some pairing. I forget if it must have been Tuesday last week. And we went through the work that you'd been doing on the private events feature and came up with a new feature. And I think, yeah, that there's definitely work to be done there. I think we need to, and I think I see how to, it's clear in my mind how to explain what was going wrong for you and the new direction, but we need kind of like maybe a bit of space and time to get into that and chat about it to make sure that it's clear. I think that, yeah, ironically, I think it's, we had this challenge of, I had previously, in discussions with Marion, got it very clear about what we wanted. And then you two sort of started working on it, from a different angle. And I mean, the failure is on my part to either connect Marion with you or to write up documentation that would make it easy for you to proceed.
It seems like this is why you assign things to people and sort of honor that, right? So that there aren't two groups of people trying to solve the same problem at the same time.
Yeah, I know. And I think it's a problem that we have sort of systemically in Agile Ventures of sort of people being available at different times and coming and going and so on. That wouldn't be quite so intense in for example, a full-time team that was working and we were all seeing each other day and we could rely on being in the same scrums with each other and the same retrospectives and this, that, and the other. So, but on Paranauts, I think that the key next steps are like to use Paranauts, to use the mobbing thing as we talked about in, for example, tomorrow's React mob. Nico had to go, right?
Yeah.
Bye, Nico. Yeah, I have opened a series of issues on Paranauts.
Okay.
That are relatively, series of issues. There's one or two like small changes that could be made. Did I put in here? There's like a very simple one that's probably like tedious, but maybe good practice for just putting in pull requests actually setting up the CI, like getting that.
Okay, that hasn't been.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's there's kind of like small little chunks of things there on Paranauts. On the website one, I mean, what would be great would be for for you to attempt to digest the feedback that I was giving there, and my apologies that it's probably not. It may or may not make sense, but I think probably what we need to. The onus here is on me, not on like there's no culpability on your part. Is we need to extract from me like the full set of the specification with mock-ups and whatever, such that it's completely clear what to implement, if you know what I mean. And I tried to do that with this sort of these couple of different things that they're called. But yeah. So anyway, we lost Joel.
Bye, Joel.
Bye, Joel. Chatty. I guess I'll chat to her in Slack. But so yeah. So maybe you can. So feel free to like chat in the pull request and or just what's the other thing that you can do? Yeah, in the Slack in website 1, and we can discuss it more in another Scrum and try and lock down what it is that will actually be being implemented here.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, I did want to ask about the React mob, I guess. There's Joel. Hello.
Oh, Joel's come back. Yay! He's having connection issues. Oh well. But yeah, you please briefly ask me about the React mob.
Yeah. Okay. Just because we talked about sort of changing the time and the fact that it was possible for maybe a substitute person running it this week or something. Yes. I didn't quite understand what was. I've been sort of all over the place too, so I wanted to ask sort of in person.
Yeah. So specifically is that I'm away tomorrow, so I won't be able to run it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. Is it what day is it?
I think it's Wednesday now. So
okay, on Friday. I'm away on Friday. And so I won't be able to run the React mob or the Agile Dev mob. And bing bong. Yeah. So I mean, I also created a React channel, which I just invited you to, where Joao and Nico, who are both not React mob members, are chatting about the things that they're kind of interested in doing in the same space. It's for the React mob, it's sort of up to, I think, you and Ryder, and Praveen's also expressing an interest. But I mean, I'm partly because I'm away and also because it's the other week. I'm not pairing with Ryder in the usual slot, which is like 7:45. I think that's 7:45 a.m. or 8 a.m. that the mobs are usually at. So and he and Praveen and others, if you work it out sufficiently in advance, could indeed have a mob on React on that day at that time.
Gotcha. Interesting. It'd be interesting because React. I was thinking. I sent some messages to the Paranauts channel, I think, or maybe the Elixir channel about because I was doing some research into how you would use Elixir for the API and then put a React front end on the thing we're doing, because I've looked at a couple other projects that have done that. But then Ryder mentioned something, an alternative to React to solve the same problem. And what did he say? Elm, I think. So. I'm not sure because he does want to do React mob stuff, but so I guess it might not be that from his point of view. I don't know why
Ryder would mention the Elm thing.
Yeah.
I think partly because he's excited by Elm.
All right.
And just that there's that Will, who runs the Ethereum mob, has sort of started an Elm mob.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And it's like those things. I mean, I think as we were discussing with you and I and Praveen on Monday, I think we're at the stage in Paranauts where we're not. At least the basic app for me is not clamoring for a JavaScript front end. So it's sort of I think Agile Ventures maybe more is, although I mean
website 1.
Yeah, Agile Ventures also one. Yeah, so right. Which is so yeah. So, well, I think, and Joel's back. I guess you've had some connections. So, Joel, you're interested in getting involved in a project. Are you? What kind of programming languages do you work in generally?
I work in Python and JavaScript.
Python and JavaScript. Cool.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we have. So the probably the most active pure JavaScript project we have is the Async Voter project. I'll just write the channel names or if my computer will let me. Oh, computer. Oh, for some reason, like the text won't work. What is going on with my computer today? I'll try and find you in so there's the asynchronous voter system. So that's a pure Node project that continues to move along. Then we don't really have any Python projects. There is some used in data mining, but there is quite a group of people who are into Python, and they have a Python channel. So and they're running some like Python mobs and things. And so I'm going to put those channel names into your chat. I've just done it in your chat.
Okay.
And so those would both be great places to go and check out about getting involved in stuff. I'm the project manager on Async Voter. We usually have meetings on a Friday. I probably won't be there for this Friday's one. And the Python Kisumu folks, that's a group who are based in Kenya, but they want to sort of start a Python project, but we don't have an active one at the moment, if that makes sense.
I'm part of it actually.
But so if you want to look through the list of other projects, if you're in the new members channel, we're often posting kind of a list of active projects there. And I think we haven't posted recently, if we have time to post it again. For getting involved in any of the projects, you can just join the channel and say hi. You know, the channels often, here we go, oh gosh, there it is. So that's the channel there. That's the new members channel. If you scroll up in there, you can see, here we go, this is this thing that we usually post all about that there. There was also a new members meeting talking about how to get involved. There's a video of that there. That's all in the new members channel there.
Okay.
Does that all make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions about how Agile Ventures works or anything else at all?
None at the moment.
All right. Good stuff. So I think we've then covered the we've covered, I think, all of the issues from the Scrum. But so, yeah, Ben, in general, for the Tuesday, meeting slightly later on the Tuesday, does that make it possible for you to attend the Website One meeting?
It's only this week and next, in fact. Or wait, is it? So it's Tuesdays, and sorry, just can you go over exactly what the times are, what they have been?
Yeah, I certainly can. I'm just going to mute Joel since we're getting some sort of strange audio feedback there. Yeah, so and I guess probably the thing to do is to build out the calendar, which I had somewhere and has now disappeared in my teaming tabs.
Because I think this week I wasn't able to make it because of a one-time thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like that time doesn't work for me in general.
Okay, so this is the calendar for me in my week, and this is so for the last 6-7 weeks we've been having we used to have it on Monday because I had a lot of other meetings. We moved it to a Tuesday. We specifically moved it to what's my 3 p.m. UTC +1 now, which I guess corresponds to your 10 a.m.
I believe that's right. Yeah.
EDT, and
yeah.
So, oh gosh,
I just had one scheduled thing. It was an interview this week at 10 a.m.
Okay, and
deal.
We moved it there specifically for Stamatios. It could easily be moved so that it was later on a Tuesday, but
I don't need that personally.
No, it sounds like it can, in principle, stay there. Just yeah, you and Nico have other things going on, and sometimes you can make that time, and sometimes not, and it's unpredictable. And yeah, that's fine.
Right.
So it sounds like probably sensibly we don't move it, and yeah, that's covered then.
So the React Mob, is there an ongoing project there? Is there something that's
yeah? I mean, there is, in fact. I mean, I need to go for this other meeting, but there is the React Agile Ventures site that I think I've shown you previously.
Yeah, the sort of spike.
Yeah, exactly. And I was
okay.
Rider on that. So there's that, and then actually it turns out, I mean, both Nico and Joao have done their own spikes in React to do similar sorts of things for different parts of Website One. And what I'm hoping is there can be some consolidation there. But superficially, like you and Praveen and Ryder have all seen this and the code behind this. So you could be looking and kicking that around on Friday.
All right.
Okay, good stuff. All right, well, I'm going to jump off to the NHS or wiki meeting, and I will see everybody soon. Joel, lovely to meet you, and I hope we can get you more involved. All right.
Love you.
Bye for now. Take
Bye-bye.
care.